music. That's the key. We'll go with that in just a minute. Good morning. Welcome to supposed to be a very seamless transition. Didn't work out that way because we're live, and that's how it works on the Jeff Network today. When we're live, it happens. Good morning, JJ. I know I'm on your channel as well, but good morning. I didn't get your okay on this, but I hope you can get past that. JB3, good morning. Chris, Kings lost, but it is what it is. So there you go. That's how it goes, right? Anyway. Yes, today's show was brought to you by the NWO because we are live. We're totally outlawed, totally unauthorized by anybody else that I'm right on. I'm on Greg's channel. I'm on JJ's channel. I'm on mine. I don't get the okay from any damn buddy. And I'm even on Mikey's Twitter. I really don't care today. I know. So, today is designed very simply. That's a good question, Chris. I don't know if Hulu has A&E. Pretty sure they do. I did watch I'm pretty sure I watched both those A&E specials last week on Hulu. So check that out if you are interested in seeing the shows tonight. Not sure how much Hulu costs. I don't pay for it. It goes to the financial down the hall, so we'll take care of that. Viewers to the channel, money because they do it. So, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just kill that because it's killing the making me use lag big time. So there we go. I got you. I cut it. It's all good. I'm choppy anyway. I'm having a real hard time. I restarted this thing several different times today, and it's still very, very choppy. So I do apologize for the choppiness. Okay, so today, didn't plan to go live today. I was originally going to do a Meacham's Musings on Anchor yesterday, and ended up not doing that because I slept in very, very late, and I had to haul ass and get ready for the Kings game. So 100% own that. My bad. But Meach's Musings was originally going to be mostly a let Jeff bitch about what he wants to bitch about show. But I decided I need to stop bitching about stuff I don't need to bitch about. So I do want to thank everybody who reached out yesterday. And very much so. Yes, good old Mike Jones is in charge of internet security today because it's a train wreck as usual. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who reached out yesterday and wished me well in my return to Staples Center yesterday. It had been 425 days since I last walked through those doors for any reason, let alone a Kings game. So it was very emotional. You guys get to see most of it. I did little video snippets of different things on the ice. I took a really brief video of my dad actually walking into the building, but I tried to stay off the video as much as possible. To be perfectly honest with you, I was boo-hooing like a baby. And yes, we lost. And it occurred to me in the last 5 minutes of the game yesterday that would have been, and it was, the first time I'd seen the Kings lose live in person in any building, be it here, Vegas, or any other place I've seen them in over 2 years. Last time I saw the Kings lose before last night was April Fool's Day, ironically enough, 2019, when Calgary came in to face the Kings at Staples Center. I also got to see my buddy Carly Webster that night, so it wasn't a total loss. Last night the Kings played Colorado, who ironically they played the last time I was in the building with them back in March of 2020. March 9th, I believe, was my last game before last night. So it had been, as I said, 425 days. So very, very long time for me between Kings games, as you guys know. Chris, do I hit up MLB games? I can't wait to get up to Yankee Stadium. That's right. Yeah, I do attend baseball games. We have the Dodgers and the Angels out here. My team is the Angels. My brother's team is the Dodgers. I do love the Dodgers because they're an LA team, and they are the world champions. God bless them. Took them 32 years to get back. I love it. Angels, never in the hunt anymore, despite having the best player in baseball. But what are you gonna do? Might get into a game this year. I from what I've heard about the seeding and the fact that it's still outside and it's hot and I'm fair skinned and it sucks. Probably won't go to a game this year, but we'll see how I feel. I thought about that, Jay. I did thought, but I was more in. I was honestly so caught up in filming my dad and filming myself going in. I didn't really have a wrestling thing occur to me until this morning, hence this stuff. Anyway, so like I said, I was supposed to do musings yesterday as a lead into the week and a little venting session, but I really don't have as much as I much to bitch about as I thought I would. So I'll go ahead and just preview the week here on all three channels. I mean, let me be clear on that. We're gonna talk about the entire spectrum of things today. As far as Albert Pujols, I will defer to Mikey on Thursday's show. Maybe it's Tuesday. I don't remember what day we're doing that show. I think it's Thursday, though. I don't remember. Whatever day we're doing Mikey's show. Like I have it set up for Thursday in the preview, but I'm not sure if that's right. So either Tuesday or Thursday, whatever day we do Mikey's show, we'll go in depth. He is a huge Angels fan. Well, post 2002 anyway. But no, I'm not surprised that he asked, nor am I surprised he was granted. So there you go. Anyway, so coming up this week, we had a lot of stuff coming up this week on the channel. This is the schedule as I know it, speaking here now. So if I'm wrong, I do apologize in advance. And I will gladly correct myself later on as we move along here. But as far as I know, tomorrow, of course, is Monday. And you know what that means on this network. We are live at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific for Talk Wrestling. You guys can ask me anything you want on that show, wrestling or otherwise, honestly. I know it says Talk Wrestling, but I've been pretty much leaving the format open to whatever you guys want to ask me. I'm cool with it. Kind of like today, honestly, although I have a mission to accomplish here, as you can see. So Tuesday, I believe if Tuesday is not Stat Boy Sports Bar, I will have Meacham Musings on that day, but very, very early in the day at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 Pacific, because I do not want to overrun with anything that's on Thursday, be it NWA Power, AW Dark, or NXT, because I will be doing previews of all those three. I don't have a whole lot of information on NWA Power or AW Dark for this week, but as you can see, I do have. There's 4 matches already scheduled for NXT, on Thursday night. 2 championship matches, a non-title match involving Karrion Kross and what's that dude's name? Oh, I feel like it's such a shit. He's part of the way, and I feel like an asshole for not knowing his name. anyway, whoever can tell me in the chat room. God, I'm so bad. I'm so lost in NXT. I haven't watched it so damn long. And then of course we have Killian Dane against his former brethren from Sanity and the current member of Jesus Christ, dude. What the? Oh man, I'm so bad. Anyway, Alexander Wolf. Wow, I am bad with the NXT stuff today, guys. I'm so sorry. It's very, very tired. Wednesday, Greg Cherry show. A lot of stuff going on. Of course, we have our weird state laws in our Q&A, but I'm going to see if Greg will do a full preview of Dynamite. I'm on his channel right now. I'm broadcasting it. If he doesn't do it, it's my fault, not his. I sent him this little graphic. He didn't say one way or the other, so if he goes another way, we'll get a Dynamite preview one way or the other on, because I do want to talk about it, because they've got a huge card stack, and especially with this thing that happened with the COVID outbreak over at New Japan Pro Wrestling, I'm fully convinced we're going to see Nagata become the champion on Wednesday, because he can go back to Japan. It's more dangerous for Mox to go back, especially with a baby on the way. So I don't see him leaving Daly's place as the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion. Just my call as I sit here now. Time will tell. Thursday, as old Skippy used to say. if I have it right, while Step Boy Sports Bar, of course, we'll be talking about the Albert Pujols thing. He might give his thoughts on Backlash, WrestleMania Backlash coming up on Sunday next week, of course. His rankings for Major League Baseball, the NBA, and MLB, and we'll actually have postseason, a little bit of postseason coverage coming up for the NHL. Now that most everybody's locked in, it's just a matter of hi, Tim. Good morning. Let me throw that out there right now. Good morning, Tim, or afternoon, wherever you may be. Good to see you. And, of course, let's that boy shout out as we always do. Friday. Yes, JJ, I do have it downloaded. Yes, JJ, I do have it ready to go. I haven't uploaded it yet because I'm still putting the last-minute touches on it. But Friday, we will be back with the dads, and always on wrestling, as JJ and I reveal our choices for the top 10 matches in the history of the Kane character. No, we're not going to be listening to the best matches in the history of Glenn Jacobs' career, so you will not see Isaac Yankem or the Fake Diesel or Unabomb or anybody else. It'll be Kane that we're covering coming up this coming Friday on Dads and Always in Wrestling. And then we hit the weekend. You know what that means if you have a pay-per-view coming up. Saturday, late Saturday. For you East Coast kids, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, we will have our I should say my full, because it's probably going to be me. I might have a panel, I never know. But full preview predictions for Sunday's pay-per-view, Backlash, WrestleMania. I keep calling it by the old name. I'm so bad, God forbid. If you are a friend on my personal Facebook page over at Jeff Meacham, not Jeff Meacham Network, and you're in my little Disney group, we will be starting at a special start time of 8 o'clock Pacific, 11 Eastern, because our boy JJ, who's in the chat room, will be hopefully joining us for our stream of the final presentation as far as Disneyland is concerned of the original Country Bear Jamboree, which is very bittersweet for both he and I, and we will definitely get into that on Saturday night, again, 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific. And then Sunday, of course, is WrestleMania Backlash. So we'll have our pre-show coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. You'll see that on everything you're seeing this on now as far as the Jeff Meacham side, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. And then 1 hour later, the main show starts, and we're exclusively on YouTube at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. That is what is coming up this week here on the Jeff Meacham Network. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Mikey's on Thursday, so we'll have musings on Tuesday. If not, I'll switch that, and we'll make musings some other kind of preview. I don't know. I do want to say a couple things before I sign off for the day and get to cleaning this room, because it's a freaking disaster back here behind me. You should probably see part of it over here somewhere. This is Mikey's over here chilling. Not Mikey, Stat Boy, Mikey Myers. I am very much aware that I have been a spoiled brat when it comes to things regarding this and regarding others' involvement in this. And I really had to be made aware of it by not really being made aware of it, by observing others' actions over the last few days and how they interact with each other on social media. And it's been kind of silly to see. I'm not going to lie. So if I have been out of line with any of you for any reason, I do apologize. A lot of you know that I'm still in the process of getting my mental health squared away. So that is an ongoing battle. If you know anything about mental health and the treatment of different mental health afflictions, if you will, it's always a struggle. It's ever changing, and I'm working on it. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. So, but I was so happy to be at the game last night, and as I put the post up overnight, things are looking up. WrestleMania only got pushed back 2 years for coming out here, which means it's going to be for my 40th birthday, which is awesome. I got to go to King's game last night. Christmas time at Disneyland does not look so out of reach at this point. It's just a matter of getting in a reservation when the 90-day mark reaches, which will be roughly my parents' anniversary. Is 3 months before the date I want to go, based on Dylan's school schedule, my mom's work schedule, and my dad's scheduling period. So hopefully we can pull it off this year with the help of you guys and your donations. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you. I did get a donation over Streamlabs the other day from our buddy Josh, which I greatly appreciate. Let me not glaze over that. However, unfortunately, when you donate over Streamlabs, it does take off a percentage because it's a professional donation. So I'm not saying don't do that. What I am asking is if you guys do donate whatever you donate over Streamlabs, however, whatever your monetary amount is, they usually charge, I think it's 59 cents. Because I ended up getting $9.41 from Josh. So if you want to donate by Streamlabs, feel free, by all means. But if you donate through PayPal directly over at paypal.me/fmeacham, make sure you do it to friends and family. That way I get the full 10, 5, whatever the case may be. Again, that $9.41 went a long way this weekend to making some things happen. So I do appreciate it from Josh and from everybody else that donated. Also, out buy the merch. At our spring store. It's not called Teespring anymore. It's like Spring Creators or whatever the hell. But you guys know where to go to find my stuff. I'm working on getting hats on there. Greg and I are trying to figure out why we haven't been able to do it yet. But once we do, well. But you can buy all the shirts. Starting with the Meacham Mania stuff right here, going all the way back to the catalog. It's all there, brothers and sisters. So please, if you can find it in your hearts to throw a little merch money Greg's way, throw a little donation money anybody's way, be it Jay, be it Greg, be it me, we would really appreciate it. We are, at this point, still the engine that could. I was happy to be back on the NoDQ Review Thursday. I didn't realize how much I missed my NoDQ friends, and it was cool to be back, but I do understand the separation between the Great Cherry brand and the NoDQ brand, because it's what it is. So again, support everybody that I get to hang out with, and I really do appreciate everybody that's come along for this crazy ride. The last little, it's almost a year and a half. It'll be a year and a half on July 1st. So, which is ironically the week before we start our really in the high gear of the NWO stuff, of course, May 27th, which is 1623. Almost 3 weeks away. It'll be in 27, 20, 13. It's 3 weeks from this past Thursday, right? Yeah. That the very first time we saw Scott Hall walk down that aisle in Macon, Georgia at the Coliseum. So we're coming up close. If you're a follower of the NWO Twitter I run, we are going to get really heavy into stuff and partying out now. And it was really cool to get a reply from Kevin Nash over the weekend after I bought my NWO hat, which the picture I sent to Kevin with him and Hulk and Scott in the picture, I had that hat back in 1997, maybe 96 even. But it's pretty sure it was 97 though. And that hat has been lost to time. I couldn't tell you where it is now. But when I saw the WWE put that up there, I'm like, I could really use a basic as possible NWO cap. They have that trucker hat, which is not my style. I have one trucker hat over here from the Kings back in the 60s, and it doesn't fit my big head. So I don't wear it very. I tried to wear it yesterday. It was a complete disaster. So I ended up wearing my classic gold, which I also replaced over the weekend. That'll be picked up hopefully today. We shall see. Be open 10 o'clock, so we'll see if Texas is going to be open today. Anyway, I do thank all of you very, very much for the continued support and everything you guys do for me and everything you guys do for the channel. Again, we'll see you tomorrow for and beyond. That's really it for me. I didn't really have a lot to say. I figured I'd go 30, but went a little short. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Again, ask me anything you want tomorrow during the 7 p.m. Eastern hour, and we'll be into Raw for the go home for WrestleMania Backlash. Until then, it's been the Meach, and I'll say see you.
The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World.